My concern is that the council is supposed to be doing the business of the District of Columbia, of the people of the District of Columbia, and what emerges is this fight between the council and the media, which is not what the council is supposed to be involved in at all. Be that as it may. What people asking, what the heck we have to say on public radio is going on? Because Tim Craig in his article said some of the council members have difficulty seeing each other as friends. I frankly don't care if you are friends or not, but I do care if you are civil to one another, because you have to be in order to properly conduct the people's business. What is the source of the incivility? What's going on?
Well, I think largely council members are quite civil with one another, even when they disagree. I think, and everybody should recognize that when, there's a stressful period of time in the district. There's a lot of scrutiny on the whole government, the mayor and the council, and the electorate is very upset about some things that they see. And I think that type of pressure is kind of revealing itself. And I think when you have this kind of uncertainty in the system, from the mayor's office to several members of the council, you're going to see a lot of jockeying among members of the council. But I think everybody should know, and I think you're not unlike many Washingtonians, Kojo, when you don't like to read in the Washington Post that there is incivility or there's bad language or the rules of decorum aren't being followed on the dais. And I think all of those things are important, and I can certainly say that I won't be a part of any of that. And I think that I've gotten that assurance from other members of the council.
Is that what came out of yesterday's meeting, that there has been some agreement that you will A, treat each other more civilly, and B, proceed about the people's business in a more maybe transparent and organized manner?
Well, I've certainly have had that conversation many times over the last several weeks with members, and I think we all have a role to play in that and in encouraging each other.
So let me ask you to address some specific issues. Earmarks. It's my understanding that earmarks ended last year.
Correct.
When Vincent Gray was chairman. How, despite the ending of earmarks, was Councilmember Thomas able to get his hands on what appears to be $300,000?
That happened before.
And can it happen again?
It shouldn't happen again, but as I understand it, that earmark was even approved in 2007 before I was on the city council. So it happened in the very first budget that Councilmember Thomas voted on, as I understand.
So that can happen again. Constituent funds.
Yes.
The allegations are that there has been abuse of constituent funds. Of course, nobody has been really essentially found guilty of abuse of constituents' funds, but there is a concern. What can be done about that?
Well, I've introduced a bill that would curb the use of constituent funds. It would cut what a member or the mayor could raise in a year from $80,000 to $40,000.
Which is what it used to be.
Which is what it used to be. It also puts in place a definition that it may not seem on its surface that distinct, but it really is. It says that the constituent funds, the use of it has to accrue to the general benefit of the public, to the general benefit of the resident, which is similar to how our ANC laws are written. And it puts in place a few more rules to make it very specific and easier for the Office of Campaign Finance to judge what is being used for the primary benefit of the resident.
Campaign contributions from contractors, people doing business with the government, to people running for the council.
Yes, we have a couple of bills in the committee now addressing fundraising, including my own, and so we'll have a hearing on it.
As somebody who runs for office, do you need campaign contributions from people who are doing business with the government?
We seek campaign contributions from people who are interested in seeing a vision, I'll speak for myself, for the city moving forward and for our ward moving forward. And so what is most important to me and what has worked for me in the campaigns that I run is to make sure you disclose all this information. I think what's important for the public is they need to know who's involved with campaigns, and it needs to be on the table. The last thing we want to do is put rules in place that drive activity underground.